Namaste everyone. Welcome again to the Pages of India. The topic for today is Advaita Vedanta versus Psychoanalysis, a philosophical and psychological debate. So let me explain you with a little example. There's one boy who goes to a modern psychoanalyst office and tells the doctor or the therapist that I feel lost nowadays. To this, the doctor says, "Oh, it's a classical case of identity crisis. See, the self is divided into three parts: id, ego, and superego. Now, your unconscious mind is full of hidden desires, repressed desires, and conflict. Now, the same boy goes to a serene ashram and meets a Guruji who explains Advaita Vedanta to this boy. He asked the same question to Guruji. Guruji, I feel lost nowadays. To this, the Guruji says, my child, you are not your thoughts, you're not your mind, you're not your body. You are the infinite consciousness. Now, this infinite consciousness, the boy was a bit confused. Then he took this term to the doctor and asked. The doctor says, see, the infinite consciousness is a vague idea. Science tells us that our personality is made up of repressed desires and the experiences. Then he goes again to the Guruji, and Guruji says, see, what is important and pure consciousness is Atma, and that is the only reality. You see, science is limited, my dear. The Guruji says, you are mistaking the waves for the ocean. Like the ocean, that is Brahm. And in the ocean, we have waves which is in a graphic form. Sometimes we have anger issues. Sometimes there's a lot of humor in the life. So all these emotional transition is temporal. And what is reality? That is ocean, that is Atma, that is again Brahm. So Advaita Vedanta talks about the true self is Brahm, beyond all the thoughts and ego. Now the psychoanalysis says your self is important, but it is again have a division of ego, superego, and id, and we all are controlled by our thoughts. Now we go to second part of both the debate, that is illusion versus repression. Now the boy again has another problem, and that is he goes to the doctor with a different problem, and that is he says, doctor, nowadays I feel like I'm a failure because all the time I see Instagram, there are so many people out there who are doing different things, who are growing, developing, but I look myself as a failure. So what to do with this thought? Now the doctor says or explains that you are repressing your emotions because social media is actually triggering your unconscious insecurities. Now you are dependent on social media, therefore you feel so low, or you feel yourself as a failure, you see yourself as a failure. Now what we will do is make you aware of this fact that whatever unsettled conflict are there in the unconscious, we have to aware them. We have to resolve those conflicts. Now the same problem, he goes to Guruji and explains that nowadays I feel so much stuck because I see these reels on Instagram and see every other person is growing, doing good, and I'm not doing anything. To this the Guruji says, see, everything which you see is all Maya. Nothing is real. To be precise, it's like a mirage. And because you see yourself as a sufferer, you're not able to see beyond it. You have to see as a witness, not as a sufferer. So, if we compare and try to understand, psychoanalysis is like a unsolved emotions that stays in the unconscious and create neurosis. Wherein Vedanta sees everything in the world is like a Maya, is like an illusion that causes suffering. So the doctor says, I should analyze your mind, and Guruji says, I should ignore it. Now, not ignore, doctor says. You don't have to ignore, but you have to confront the past, understand the desire, and then you have to integrate it in order to heal yourself. Then doctor says, the Guruji says, no. Let go of the mind altogether. You are not your thoughts, not your mind, and not your body. The ultimate reality will stay on Brahm. That is Tat Tvam Asi. You are that. So this conflict between Vedanta and psychoanalysis had been like a debate. So Vedanta transcends suffering by realizing non-duality, wherein psychoanalysis heals everything by confronting and resolving all the repressed emotions. Let me explain you with the example. So in order to heal the suffering or the liberation, let's explore the childhood stress that is by doctor. Doctor says that we need to go to your childhood stress or traumas because it is often linked to the unresolved fears. Wherein the Guruji says, just observe your stress like a witness and not the sufferer. Now, suppressing emotions will only make them worse. This is what doctor explains. You have to accept all the emotions and just express them. And Guruji says, just dissolve by realizing the self and just think that all the things which you have suffered were not real. What is real is the self. Now you have to decide, and please do tell us in the comment section that which path speaks to you. Is it healing through therapy or through enlightenment, or you see both the paths? So you see, do you want to analyze your mind or you need to transcend it? So Vedanta offers ultimate liberation. Psychoanalysis offers self-discovery, self-understanding. So both the paths provide wisdom. So, and when we combine them, that's of course a balanced approach. But still, I want you to write in the comment section which path speaks to you more in a more better way. Thank you everyone, and please do like and subscribe if you like it.